All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're looking at the incredibly dramatic story of a beloved UK music festival that was on the absolute brink of disappearing forever, only to be pulled back from the edge by the sheer willpower of its fans. We're talking about the Swanage Jazz Festival, set right on the stunning Jurassic coast of Dorset. But look, this isn't just a rundown of a summer music event. It's really a masterclass in community resilience, the tough economics of independent arts, and honestly, the profound power of live music. If you've ever wondered what it actually takes to keep a legacy alive against all odds, you're going to love what we uncover today.
Part 1. Saved by the Fans. We're skipping past the pleasantries and dropping right into late 2025. Picture this, a festival with over 30 years of history is suddenly staring down a complete financial collapse. The records show that despite pulling off their summer event, they ended up losing around £15,000 in 2025. And here's the crazy part. That shortfall came down to selling just 150 fewer weekend tickets than they projected. That margin is razor thin. It forced the organizers to take out short-term loans just to make sure the performers got paid. So in October, they put out a massive SOS. They needed to raise $25,000 to clear their debts by December, or it was game over. And the response? Absolutely phenomenal. Fans rallied and they hit that $25,000 target in a matter of weeks, completely dodging disaster.
You can literally feel the emotional relief from the organizers here. Festival director Paul Kelly pointed out that they raised over half of that target in just a single week. Talk about a wake-up call, right? The organizers realized right then and there just how deeply the jazz community and the local town valued this event. It wasn't just about buying a concert ticket for these people, it was about protecting a local institution.
Moving on to Part 2, A History of Resilience. So, this recent near-miss actually isn't an isolated incident. If you dig into the history, survival is literally baked into the festival's DNA. This isn't some slick corporate mega event. It's a grassroots passion project that's constantly had to fight for its spot on the calendar. And looking at the timeline, it's pretty wild. It all started way back in 1990, with just 12 local jazz club members passing a hat around, throwing in 50 quid each to cover the initial advertising. Fast forward to 2012, which they ominously refer to as the monsoon year. Epic gales and torrential rains swept the southwest, nearly washing the whole thing away, but they scraped by on voluntary donations. Then in 2017, the original committee finally retired. Top British jazz guitarist Nigel Price swooped in like a white knight to keep it running for a year, bridging the gap until a brand new committee bravely took the reins in 2019.
And despite all those hurdles, their modern growth is just staggering. Even with a global pandemic forcing them to postpone in 2020 and 2021, since that 2019 handover, they've pulled in an estimated total audience of 40,000 people. I mean, think about the impact of that on a small seaside town. They've hosted around 300 jazz bands and nearly 1,700 musicians over those 5 summer weekends. It's a massive logistical feat.
But the longevity isn't just about impressive numbers. It's anchored by real human connections. Take the legendary British saxophonist Alan Barnes, for example. The records lovingly note that he played the very first festival in 1990 as a young stripling, playing alongside the Humphrey Lyttelton Band. Decades later, he is still celebrated in their programming today. It just goes to show, musicians don't just play this festival, they grow up with it.
Which brings us to Part 3, the 2026 triumphant return. Thanks to that lightning-fast £25,000 rescue by the fans, the 35th anniversary is officially a go for July 2026. The crisis is in the rearview mirror, and now they're entirely focused on putting on a monumental show. And to get the crowds back, you need accessible pricing, which they've structured brilliantly. For the diehards, the £160 weekend stroller gives you full access for all 3 days. But hey, if you're just dipping your toes in, you can grab a single concert ticket for 24 quid. They're also making a huge push for the next generation of fans. Teens aged 12 to 18 get day tickets for just £35, and kids under 11, they go completely free.
Now, where are you actually taking all this in? You've got two very distinct vibes. Up on Sandpit Field, they set up these two massive 400-capacity marquees. That gives you a breezy outdoor festival atmosphere with these sweeping, stunning views right over Swanage Bay. On the flip side, you have the Molam Theatre right on Shore Road, which gives you that classic, rich, indoor acoustic environment, and you just stroll back and forth between them.
The lineup itself boasts around 40 bands, and the curation is absolutely top tier. Friday night is officially their party night, led by the Kim Cypher Band. Then Saturday brings the Pete Roth Trio, featuring the legendary drummer Bill Bruford. They merge jazz, funk, and contemporary classical. And Sunday is a jazz historian's dream. The Clark Tracy Sextet is doing a 60th anniversary performance of Under Milk Wood, complete with narrators, and the Steve Waterman Octet is hosting this massive celebration of Miles Davis.
And honestly, the best part? The festival isn't just locked behind ticketed doors. Even if you don't buy a pass, the whole town of Swanage vibrates with their free fringe program. There's music pouring out of local pubs and hotels all weekend, plus a vibrant New Orleans-style parade marching right along Shore Road on Saturday. It completely transforms the town's energy.
Part 4. Your Guide to Swanage.
So if you're officially sold and packing your bags for the Jurassic Coast, let's talk logistics for this culturally rich weekend. You can roll into town conventionally on the Purbeck Breezer bus. Those open-top double-deckers from Poole or Bournemouth offer incredible coastal views. Or you can make the journey part of the fun. Park a little further out at Norden or Corfe Castle and take a genuine heritage steam train on the Swanage Railway right into the center of town. I mean, how's that for arriving in style? Now, because the festival brings in thousands of people, accommodation vanishes fast. But there are some amazing options depending on your vibe. You can pitch a tent at Hurston Campsite, which is about a mile walk from the action. If you're looking for something a bit cozier, there are boutique B&Bs like Swanage Haven. Or if you really want to treat yourself, you can live it up in classic Victorian luxury right on the coast at the Grand Hotel.
Between sets, you're gonna need to eat, and the local food scene does not disappoint. You can grab outdoor Bayview seafood at Guy White's. Got a sweet tooth? You absolutely have to hit up Chococo for artisan chocolates, or grab a slice of unusual hummingbird cake at this cozy little spot called Love Cake. And for a special evening meal after the gigs, chilled red is a brilliant choice for fine dining.
And finally, Part 5. The Power of Live Music.
Bringing it all together, the story of this festival is a masterclass in what live music actually means to a dedicated community. It's clearly not just a commercial transaction. It's a shared cultural touchstone. It's something people are willing to dig into their own pockets to protect when the chips are down. Look at the attendee reviews. The theme is remarkably consistent. People constantly highlight the incredibly friendly atmosphere, the seamless mix of world-class jazz, and that stunning coastal backdrop. As one reviewer said, it's about the luxury of enjoying the programming late into the evening in a beautiful setting. It's about being present, together.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. After surviving a rocky 50-pound start in 1990, weathering a literal monsoon in 2012, and bouncing back from a massive financial crisis in 2025, this resilient little festival stands as a true testament to the endurance of live music. The fans have made sure the stage is set for July 2026. The only question left is, will you be there in the marquee looking out over the sea to experience the next triumphant chapter?